today starts the actual weekly vlogs. So last week I posted my first day of school, and I really didn't post about any other day that week, and it was good. It was a good week. I love my job. I only know I've only been working with the students for 3 days now, but I can say I love my job. I got a lot of stuff that I have to get done this week though. So I figured I'd kind of take you guys a little bit along with it a little bit. Obviously I can't state names or show you guys like things in great detail, especially since it's special education and I work with IEPs and stuff like that. But I can explain kind of what I'm doing. So last week, the last 2 days, and this is another reason why I really didn't vlog, like we really didn't do much in class. With the curriculum that we use, it's called Big Ideas Math, and we do the integrated 1 is my class. And scroll up, that's good. I can't reach rolling back down. There's an assessment book that's included with it, and in that assessment book there's like a prerequisite test. So I decided to give that to my students last week to kind of just see where we're starting the year off and stuff. Let me zoom in just a smidgen here. To kind of just gauge where they're starting from was the whole point of me giving them that test. And I got some good information from it. It's where I expected a resource class to start. So out of 74 questions on average, maybe like 20 were answered correctly, which is fine. It was just, like I said, something to gauge where students were starting. We also decided to give it to my co-taught math class last Friday. They'll finish it up today, which is another good thing because we're trying to gauge where they're all at. The co-taught class is almost 40 students large, and so if there's a student that's not where they belong because they're too high performing or they're too low performing, then we'd like to get them switched out this week. And so this test will help us gauge that. And it's nice that I gave my resource students the test last week, because that helps me know where a resource type placement should be on that test. So that's what I did last week. We also talked, if we had time after the test, I let students work on it right up until the bell if they needed to, which a few students did. And so some classes I did a couple other things I didn't do with other classes because they finished faster. But we just talked about growth mindset, and I will show you when we get to the school my plans for today with lessons. This week is all about growth mindset. That is shaken. All about growth mindset and knowing that you can do better, and just because you weren't good at math in the past doesn't mean that you're not necessarily good at math now. So that's kind of my whole thing for this week. And then next week is when we're really going to start going into actual math curriculum. So I have everything planned out and copied for this week. So this week the agenda, a few things on the agenda here. I need to make a table of contents for like the interactive notebooks. I need to finish getting that kind of stuff set up. I need to write a few IEP goals because I have 2 IEPs due next week, so I need to do that. I need to make the interactive notebook stuff for my classes next week. I need to make sure I have PowerPoints ready to go for next week. So I have a lot of stuff I need to get done this week to prepare for next week. And I know I can do it all. I just need to get in and do it. If I chip away a little bit at a time, and then by Thursday or Friday have everything ready to go to the copy center, and then do that, then that would be like awesome. I also need to send out some notice of meetings. That's like my top priority today. Send out those notice of meetings today. I also need to call home to a parent about something. So I have a lot that I need to get done. And it wasn't that I was procrastinating last week. Like last week was just, yeah, I was getting things done, but I needed to have these tests done in order for me to do the next step of everything. So I hope that makes sense. So I didn't procrastinate, I just needed to wait until I had some kind of data. So this week is going to be busy. I also have a meeting on Thursday after school at the district office for all special education teachers. So I'll have to go to that. And then I have a meeting with my district supervisor on Friday to go over the IEPs that I have for next week. Oh, and I also have to give all of my caseload a transition survey kind of thing this week. So with that all being said, it's gonna be an awesome week. It's gonna be great. Like I said, I have a lot to get done, and as soon as I go into school, I have a notebook that I need to write it all down, everything that I need to get done this week, and write everything I need to get done this week today, and then cross off what I get done today, and then tomorrow write everything that wasn't done, and then it'll keep moving on until it's Friday. So that's the plan. I'm gonna let you guys go. When I get into school, I'll kind of show you what we're going to do today, and then I probably won't check in with you guys again until after school. Just because I need to utilize every moment that I possibly can for getting done what I need to get done. I'm procrastinating off the camera until I get to the stoplight, because I'm in a construction zone. So that's fun. Okay. Oh, and I need to finish homework. And I can't really see that well right now. But I have one more paper I need to finish and turn in by the end of the day so that I can get graded and everything, so I can have finished my first term of my master's. Which is crazy to think. I only have 4 terms. It'll take me 2 years to get it done because I'm not pushing myself super hard to get it done faster. But I do need to get that done so I can finish my first term today, or submit the paper for my first term. So I will let you guys go, and I will see you guys later.
That my tears had all run
So I just wrote everything that I needed to on the board, and so I can go over with you now what we're doing today. So we're going to start with the bell ringer, and it's a very simple bell ringer of what are the classroom rules or expectations, and what are some of the procedures, and what's one thing you know about growth mindset. We did kind of go over growth mindset last week when we had time to kind of fit it in here and there. So each class has at least heard something about growth mindset, and so I'm hoping that they can recall something that we talked about last week with it. After that, my first hour's already done this, and so we won't be doing this with first hour, at least this first part, but everything else we will. So the first thing is the student survey that I found on TPT. It's by the Daring English teacher, and it came in like this huge bundle, so I kind of sorted through what I was using and what I wasn't. And so they answer these 10 questions, and then they have to score themselves. On the back there's instructions on how to score themselves, and so we'll do that to find out what their growth mindset is. There's 5 options. There's a strong growth mindset, slight growth mindset, balanced mindset, slight fixed mindset, and strong fixed mindset. So we'll go over that. And then I'm going to have them fill this paper out. So this goes along with the survey. So they take what they've learned about the survey, and they kind of, it's not necessarily goal setting, but it's questions like, what do you do in your spare time? So they list things that they do in their spare time. What are you naturally good at? What is your biggest accomplishment? I can improve blank. To improve in blank, I can blank. To improve in blank, I can blank. So there's 2 of those. I can learn from my past how can I learn from my past mistakes? What can I do to become a more successful student? What goals would I like to achieve? What is your growth mindset motto? Fill in the ribbons. Then they come up with like their own motto, their own saying to help them throughout the year. So there's that. And then after that, we're going to do this vocabulary packet together. They had a couple different options for the vocabulary packet, and again, this is the Daring English teacher. So it has a word, and then they're gonna put what they think it means, and then I will tell them what it actually means. So we'll do this together as a class, because I do have students that it's kind of hard for them to read, stuff like that. So we will do this, but on the back it says I knew blank out of 25 words, and I learned how many words. After completing this activity, what did I learn about myself? How can I use the words I recently learned to become a better student? Which 3 words do I think will be the most challenging? Why? And what can I do to make sure that I learn these words? So these are just words that they should know when we're going over growth mindset, and we'll refer kind of back to these a lot this year. After that, we're going to do this optical art thing. So this is like a math project, and so they're going to get one of these smaller sections, and they have to divide it into like thirds or fourths, and they can color it whatever color they really want, but they're trying to create an optical illusion within this 100 grid. And so then there's questions that go along with it after they do that, like what kind of math patterns do you see in what you've done, and stuff like that. And so we're going to do that, and that's what the plan is for today. We probably won't get through everything, and that's okay. But that is the plan for today and what we're going to be doing. I'm excited, and I'm gonna write down everything else that I need to get done in my notebook now. So I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will talk to you guys probably after school and fill you in on how everything went today. I'm tired. I didn't get through everything today, obviously. I knew I overplanned. That's okay. I'm about to leave. It's almost 5:30. I finished writing my homework paper. I just gotta go home. I'm gonna scan in a test from here, and it's mostly because I don't know how to insert number lines and stuff like that, and how to do answer keys on my computer, and my brain's not fully functioning to do that. So I'm just gonna scan a test and cite it and give them the answer key from this and call it good. So that's what I'm gonna do with this. I also need to bring home some goals that I need to write up for myself for this year, so I can get that done tonight. Because I need to finish also need to do something else, but I'm not gonna get to that tonight. It's not gonna happen. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm tired. I'm going home. I just want to let you know I finished my homework. I finished my homework assignment. Like I said, I just need to scan this in and then send it off. And I'm pretty sure it's going to pass the first time. It better, with all the time that I put into this assignment. So yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. Bye. Okay, good morning. It is, I don't even know what day it is. 27th, I think. Yes, the 27th. It's almost 6:30. I'm on my way to work. I have a meeting with the special ed department at 7, so I wanted to get there in time to warm up some kind of breakfast because I'm hungry. And yeah, and go to my meeting. I did finish that homework assignment last night. I did. Super excited. So I got everything scanned in, got that all sent off, and so I'm just praying that it passes the first time. I put in so much work on that paper that I hope it passes the first time because I don't want to do it again. I'm debating though killing myself. No, not really killing myself. That was a really bad way to put it. Hopefully I get some kind of light in here soon. See, does this help? That makes me look funny, but you know. I'm debating next term doing 2 terms in 1, which will be a lot of hard work. But that way I will be done a whole 6 months ahead of the schedule, and I can finish my last term during the summer. So I'm kind of wanting to get as much done as possible so that I can, or maybe I should just do the 2, I don't know. What do you guys think? Part of me wants to get it done like over the summer because then I can apply next year to just, I wouldn't be able to get my raise next year because it would have been too late, but I would be able to at least apply to be put onto the master's schedule for the year after. So I don't know. I need to figure this out. What do I really want? Is the question. There's a lot of cars out. Today I'm probably not even going to talk to you before school when I get in there, so I'm going to tell you kind of what the plan is for today. We did not finish that vocabulary packet yesterday, so we're going to finish that as a class today. I'm going to see it. Yeah, it's okay. So we're going to finish that packet today, and then we're going to go into setting goals for the year. I have a worksheet that has on the front of it, goals for the year. That's just not good. Goals for the year, and on the back half it says, if I knew I wouldn't fail, I would, and it would say, and you fill it in for what you would do. If you knew that you wouldn't fail at something, what would you do? And so I'm gonna fill that out. Fill that out, and then we're gonna do that optical art thing, where they have to divide squares into like fractions to create their own optical illusions. And it's kind of like a growth mindset like project, and I'm gonna have them like take their time and do it and stuff, but that's what that is. And then they'll answer some questions about their optical art thing. So that's the plan for today. Tomorrow it'll be like a task card kind of day. And then Thursday we're going to do a breakout room. And Friday we're going to do like a small group project or individual I haven't decided yet. And then on next Tuesday we get into the actual curriculum of everything. So that's where we're standing right now with everything. I feel like this week is gonna fly by, and I'm kind of okay with that. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna get to school. If I have time to update you guys during the day or anything like that, I will. If not, you'll see me after school and I'll let you know how the day went. So I will see you guys later. Bye. Good morning. I did not want to get out of bed today. It is the 28th. I did not talk to you guys after school yesterday. I feel like I have so much to do, and by the end of school I am just so drained that I can't even do it. And then I lie to myself saying that I'm gonna come home, I'm gonna rest a little bit, and then I'm gonna get it done. And that doesn't happen. So things just aren't getting done. So today I need to have a productive day. I need to get everything done, so like as much done as I possibly can today. Yeah. So I was gonna say something. Yesterday, again, I didn't get through everything I wanted to get through. So I think I'm going to start with the optical art today because I've been trying to get to that like all week and I just never have time to do it. So we're going to start with the optical art today. Then I'm going to then have them do task cards as either small groups or partners. I'll have to read them. And answer some questions on growth mindset kind of things. And then tomorrow I need to make sure that I know exactly how I'm going to do the breakout room that they're going to do in small groups. So I need to make sure I know how I'm going to do that. I need to make goals for a couple students who are on IEP for next week. I'm trying to think what else. Done. I need to plan for next week my lessons for next week. I need to get that done. And I need to make the interactive notebook stuff, like the index page kind of a thing. And maybe I won't even do an index page this year. Maybe I'm just going to do like you fill in your notes. After you're done filling in your notes, then you're going to glue them in kind of a thing. Maybe that's as simple as it's going to get this year, at least for a little while. And then next year, like really get into how I want to set up. How I want to set up the interactive notebooks. Because right now I don't feel like I have enough time to really dive into all of that, even though I would really want to dive into that. So we'll see. Yesterday I also had to start a behavior log for one of my students. Not reason why I'm not excited about it. If his behavior's like this with me already, like yesterday concluded our first week, like full week, 5 days of school. That was our 5th day. And I'm starting a behavior log. So if I'm already doing that now, like, it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. So we'll have to figure something out like that. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. I will try to show you guys. I told you guys what we're doing. We're doing these like task cards things that I got from TPT. That's really all we're doing today. I'm looking forward to actually starting math next week. I just really wanted to get all this done. On Friday though, I'm going to like have them, I'm introducing them to like the actual math book and getting them signed in and everything like that. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I'll also be taking another kind of math test on Friday. If anyone's ever heard of Lexile levels, it's kind of like a Lexile test. I guess this is what I've been told. I haven't actually seen it. It's kind of like a Lexile test, only for math. So I'm really looking forward to using it and seeing what it entails, kind of a thing. So we'll see how that goes as well. So I will let you guys go, and I will hopefully talk to you guys after school or something to let you guys know how the day went. Hopefully I'm not like totally exhausted, not able to function anymore as what I was yesterday. So I'll talk to you guys later. I'm here in the classroom. It's so hot. I should open up the door. Take off my glasses for a little bit. It was okay. Today was good. We have a special department in our district that does all like the behavior plans and stuff like that, and so I didn't know this was gonna happen, but during my last class I had like a behavior technician person come in and observe a student in my classroom, because I guess he's been like leaving other classes early and doing some other stuff too, so it's not just me. I'm tired. I want to go home, but then I realized I can't stay after school tomorrow to get anything done, so I need to stay longer and get a few more things done before I can go home, even though I really just want to go home now. What did I do today? I made IEP goals for one of my students for a meeting that's next week. Going over my thing, I gave everyone the transition survey, so I got all that filled out except for 3 students. I think that's pretty good. 4 students, because I need to figure out a time to have somebody else come. So just 4 other students that I need to give it to. I did give that survey to a couple of teachers to have their students fill it out for me during like their study hall time. So I got that done, and then I got the bell ringer done for tomorrow for the COTAC class. I feel like I did not cross off enough stuff on my list, but the goals were a big thing for me to do. Like, I had to do a ton of paperwork to do it, and I got it done. So goals for one student, done. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing another student's goals, so that I have all those ready to go, because I have a meeting with my district supervisor on Friday. She's gonna come in and she's gonna look over things with me, make sure that I'm ready to go for it. And so I want to have all of that information done so that I can present it to her for her stamp of approval. Before I go today, I think I'm gonna go through and make the interactive notebook stuff for next week. That way I can just send it up to the printing office tomorrow morning and get it back and have it ready to go for next week. And then I'm just gonna use the PowerPoints that are provided. So I'm just gonna take the interactive notebook stuff and create it with the PowerPoints that are provided. So that's my plan with that. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I just need to do, because I have Tuesday done, so I need Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, because I am gonna do a lesson on Friday. And then I have to create a homework assignment for next week as well. I should write that down really quick here while it's on my mind. So I'm just gonna write that down. What I have is, I can show you guys how I'm staying on top of everything. One second. Homework for next week. So this is how I have everything. I have I really wanted to get an Erin Condren planner eventually, but until this one is done, which will be at the end of the school year, I will use this for the rest of the school year. And then I'll probably invest in an Erin Condren. The problem is, like, I don't necessarily want the teacher planner because I decided it's just not meant for secondary, but a life planner or something, I don't know. I need to figure it out. This works fine, so I might even just stick with this. So what I'm doing is I have it listed. I'm not going to show you really close because I have names, but this was Monday, so I listed everything I needed to get done for the week on Monday, and then I crossed off what I got done. And then on Tuesday I moved over everything that wasn't crossed off. Same for Wednesday, same for Thursday. So the goal is to see it getting smaller and smaller, and if it has to move on to next week, it moves on to next week. Some of the stuff can move on to next week, some of it cannot. So it's not a lot of fancy stickering and stuff like that. Like, there's a sticker on top, but there's really not much else, because it's just a list that's moving from day to day, and that's keeping me on track of what I need to do. And if there's something else that comes to my mind that I need to do, I just add it to the list. And then again, it just kind of moves over from day to day. And I just have this sitting on my desk. When I get something done, I cross it off, put a check mark next to it, and then we move on from there. So that's how I'm kind of staying organized with everything. It's working, but it's only the first full week. So we'll see if I continue doing it. I'm liking doing it though, because it's giving me a purpose. Like, during my planning period, I already have listed things that I need to get done. As soon as I get into school, because I do this, I write everything down the night before I leave, what I need to do the next day. So I already have my list to go, ready to go for the next day. So I like that, and that's why I was like, oh, I have things on my list for tomorrow that I'm not gonna be able to stay after school to do, and I know I'm not gonna get to them during planning period, and they really need to get done tomorrow. And so that's why I'm staying a little bit later after school today to get those things done. So I'm gonna stop talking to you guys, so hopefully I can get out of here by at least 5:30, I'm hoping. I'll probably call my husband, let him know that I'm staying a little bit later, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna try to get through this kind of fast because I rolled up my windows to do this, and it be hot in here. I just passed a cop. Hopefully they don't turn around and pull me over. But it is hot in here. So the first full week of teaching is officially over. It's been over for a couple hours. I just stayed. Not just stayed. I had a meeting with my district coordinator person. I have to roll down the window a little bit, you guys, because it is it is hot in here. So I had a meeting with them. After school, we went over one of the IEPs that I drew up for next week, and she made corrections. And she's like, do you need me to go over the other one? I'm like, nope, it's the same mistakes. Something that felt good, like, cause she wrote on the IEP that I drew up and everything. She goes, this is far less, like way less the amount of corrections that she normally has to do for like a first year teacher. That made me feel really good, because I really tried to work hard and get it right. There were a few things that I missed the mark on just a little bit, but that's okay. That's why I had her go over it. That's why I had her come in, so that I could go over it. So next week on Tuesday, because I am not going in on Monday, like I am off for the weekend. So on Tuesday, I'll pay for it. I'm gonna go in, like I'm leaving my house by 6, to get in with enough time to redo 4 PLAF things. So that's what I'm doing on Tuesday morning before I have my special ed department meeting at 7:15. So I'll have like an hour to get them done, which that should be plenty of time to do them. I have 4 to do, because yesterday one of my team members contacted me saying that she needed goals for a couple students, so I quickly just kind of drew them up and everything, but I need to go in and kind of edit them a bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that on Tuesday before school and give her the new ones at the meeting, be like, hey, I realized that I could have made these better, so here's these new ones. So that's what I'm doing. It was just also was good to talk to my district coordinator, because about another student, to kind of get tips and things. So there we go. I still love it. I love being a teacher. I absolutely love it. Only I joked with my coordinator today, because I was like, she's like, I hope you're doing something fun this weekend, and I think I'm going to take the boys to go see Lion King or Aladdin or just some movie in the theaters and get a treat and stuff like that. Just 'cause we don't do a lot of fun family activities, because we try to just kind of stay in and save some money and stuff like that. But I want to take the kids and do something fun this weekend. It's a 3-day weekend. Let's go do something. But I joked with her. I was like, yeah, I had to bribe my kindergartner to do his homework. And she's like, your kindergartner? I'm like, yeah, he goes to Thomas Edison South, and it seems like a lot. And I told her that he has 1 math worksheet. And she goes, that is a lot. And I was like, yeah. And I'm like, and I know, I'm like, but to me, it doesn't seem like it, just because I'm used to like more. And I'm like, it's just, you know, tracing his numbers and counting and stuff, and so it's not hard. It's just, it needs to get done. The problem with it is the fact that he goes to school in the morning. This is one reason I don't like morning kindergarten. He goes to school in the morning, and then he comes home, and then he has lunch, and he has time to play. By the time after dinner, because that's the first time that we have time to help him with his homework and read to him what he has to get done, he is completely out of school mode, and he's actually getting tired, and so he doesn't want to do it. And so yesterday I bribed him, because I am not below bribing kids, at least my kids, and told him if he got his homework done, we can go see a movie, and we can get treats at the movie and stuff like that. And so that's what we're gonna do. But I also told him, like, I can't keep bribing you like this. Like, that's too much money. So, but we are gonna go see it. I only do the bribing if, like, I'm planning on doing it anyway, and then I just kind of tack it on as something that all of a sudden it's something special that you have to earn, even though I was planning on doing it anyway. So there's that. We're gonna go see Lion King. The other really fun, exciting news, because I vlogged. Did I vlog before school? I think I did. It feels like so long ago at this point though. Okay. Because I got paid today, like an actual paycheck, I got paid. Which is super exciting. Like my first real job, real paycheck. Like it felt good. Like this is my permanent job. This is what I'm gonna be doing the rest of my life, and I got my first real paycheck for it. It felt really good. But I was super excited because I bought a plane ticket for my best friend to come out and visit. I'm so excited. She's gonna come out and visit us in October. She's really coming for my son's baptism because he's turning 8 this year, and that's when kids get baptism in our church. And she's coming out and she's gonna be there for that, and I am just so excited that she's coming, and I'm gonna be able to spend time with my best friend, and my kids, like, my kids love her. Like, she's another aunt to them. Like, she is, I love her so much, and I am so excited. Like, it's something that I'm gonna look forward to in October. It's like something that I'm really looking forward to it. And it's gonna be a long week teaching for me that week, just because I have parent-teacher conferences that week, and I have a professional development meeting that week. But I am so excited. So there's that. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna probably edit this hopefully tonight and get it up for you guys on Sunday morning. So you're probably watching this hopefully Sunday morning or a little after that. But I am like, I am so excited for what everything holds. Like, you guys, I can't express to you how much I feel grateful. Like, that I truly feel like I'm living a dream. And it's wonderful. Oh, really fast, on a funny note, so my students found out that I have a YouTube channel. So if any of my students are watching this, if you've gotten to this point, you decided that I'm not super boring on YouTube, hello, be good. I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will talk to you guys probably on Tuesday when I come back in, because I'm just planning on just doing like weekly vlogs at this point, until I will do a classroom tour in a bit, but I have to just get like one more thing before I can do that. There's more things, more than just one thing I need to add to my classroom, but there's one thing I want to add to my classroom before I do the classroom tour, because it'll change the room like kind of drastically. So waiting on that one thing, which should be here next week as well. So I will talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go home and spend time